Welcome back to the John Linetia Show.
Linetia, are you a baller?
I don't know what that means.
Do you like basketball?
That doesn't mean you're a baller.
Oh, I don't know. Is baller a dirty word, too?
It's
baller.
It's so funny how the English language has like 50
Are you a Hoops
definitions for everything.
Are you a Hoops fan? Do you like the Bulls?
I like sports. I like basketball. I do. I do watch the Bulls. Never have a chance. Yep. I do. What about you?
I don't know. I'm not a big basketball fan, but, you know,
Would you
keep
watch
track of the Bulls and listen to the Bulls.
Because they're from Chicago.
Because they're from Chicago.
Okay. And how do you think the Bulls are doing this season?
But, you know, they're doing okay. They're playing down to their competition. They're playing well against the good teams, playing horrible against the bad teams.
Okay. Well, they lost against Oklahoma City the other night. And
yeah, well,
Oklahoma City is a great team.
Starting to have issues now.
Yeah.
I mean, Oklahoma City and Miami they lost to, but, you know, they're not as good as those teams. So.
The Miami Heat, and I can't remember how they did against the Lakers. I can't remember.
I think we beat the Lakers, and Kobe cried and raped someone.
Oh, stop!
Allegedly.
Stop it! The Lakers have made a comeback. They're doing better.
The Bulls are not at full strength because Derrick Rose has been out.
Yes.
He hurt himself during the playoffs last year.
Yes.
And the big question was, it happened, and then everyone's like, well, it takes 9 months or whatever, So like everyone's like wondering, is he going to come back and play for the team this year? And it's really weird because, on the one hand, a lot of people are kind of like, hey, he should be back by now. On the other hand, he injured his knee, and
ACL.
His ACL. And, there was just, I can't remember his name. There was a baseball player who did the same thing, injured his ACL last year. And in spring training this year, first at bat, starts running and injures the same knee again.
Rips the ACL again. Ready.
So, yeah, exactly. And it was like a year, So, I mean, I'm kind of the opinion that they may as well wait until next year for him.
It probably depends on a person's body. Everyone heals differently. Everyone has a different maybe stamina level. Everyone can take so much or take so little. I just say come back when you're ready. I don't think he's ready.
Yeah, but it should be when he says he's ready or when the team says he's ready.
Well, would that depend upon contract?
And the other, I don't think it matters. No. And the other thing is that what if he says he's ready? Should you really trust him, or do you think you should kind of like wait some more?
I think he should probably consult with his doctors. I'm pretty sure he has some top-notch doctors working with him, and I'm pretty sure they can give him some advice. The question is, will he listen to that advice, or will he just go off his own thing, and say, I'm ready? I don't know. I would not want him to come back, and then 2 weeks later, he's hurting again.
That would be bad.
And then the whole purpose of you being out with this, because this is a really bad tear, the ACL is, I would think it would take probably a minimal amount of at least a year to heal for that type of situation. But again, everybody's body is different.
And I don't know that they really have much of a chance in the playoffs this year. Maybe they should. Maybe they should. He should wait until next year. Let the team, perform the way it is now, and let him come back next year.
But they're not doing too bad.
No,
they're not doing too bad. But what are they? Number 5? I think they're number 5.
Well, first in the Central Division.
First in the Central, yeah. I just think we just have to wait. He shouldn't be pushed or feel any pressure. I remember him saying that he wanted to wait until he's 110%, he said. And he absolutely said that
possible. Okay.
Right. And he did say that he can't dunk yet.
Well, he did. There is video of him dunking, recently but it was kind of slow, gingerly. He's getting used to, surgically repaired knee.
He might be scared.
Well, he's probably a little bit, unsure about, what can I do on this thing?
You can't rush your healing process.
Right. Yeah.
You just can't rush that.
Meantime, his manager, also known as the number one sponge of Derrick Rose, his older brother, apparently Reggie Rose, decided that that he would criticize the Bulls for not making any trades. Lack of trades before the trade deadline. No, hardly anyone in the NBA made any trades of some substance.
Right.
And the biggest problem is sort of like, well, who are you going to trade away in order to get somebody good?
Everybody who is good is on other teams.
Yeah, you know what? And people are going to want, Noah or Deng, and you want to keep them on the team.
Right.
So
if you want a chance.
Yeah. It's
maybe he just want to say something. Sometimes people like to hear themselves talk.
But here's somebody who really, all he's doing, he's just sponging off of his brother. It doesn't really kind of, made a man of himself. He's living off of the good fortune, the good talents of his brother. He needs to shut the hell up, because nobody really cares about his opinion, because he doesn't, he's his manager. Well, it's not because, he's got skills. It's because he's his brother, you know what? And, ultimately, he's just an empty suit. They could put a rock there and it would be as intelligent as Reggie
I
Rose.
just don't think he should say anything about Derrick Rose recovery, anything about Derrick Rose coming back, or anything about the team at all. Just sit back and just wait, or, there's just no purpose in what he said. Just quiet.
Yeah.
Don't say anything.
I think all the people who are kind of criticizing that Derrick Rose isn't back yet, and they just need to just chill.
And we've seen other players in other sports teams who have torn their ACL, like you said earlier, and have come back and messed up again.
Right.
So I don't understand.
Right, and I would say you be as cautious as possible.
Yeah.
And maybe I don't know. Maybe you look at it and go, well, what's happened for the playoffs this year? Well, you know what? Maybe, but if he doesn't feel 100%, he's never going to feel 110% because that is physically impossible. You can't feel better than 100%. But if he doesn't feel 100%, then no. But if he does, then sure.
I just say give him some time. He shouldn't have any pressure to come back. I think his contract is in place. He has all of his endorsements. No one has dropped him. Matter of fact, he just dropped a new shoe. He's still highly regarded here in Chicago and probably everywhere else. A lot of the players on other teams always compliment Derrick Rose and how great he is. But, you're just going to have to wait. Even if it is next year, it'll be disappointing, for Chicago and for the Bulls. But what can you do?
Yeah.
This is a major ligament that he tore. Really, give him some time.
Yeah, it doesn't always work like Adrian Peterson, comes back less than a year later for the, Minnesota Vikings and, almost does, 2,000 yards.
But again,
or does the record,
everyone's body is different.
That's right.
Everyone's body is different. And maybe he will make a special appearance. Maybe he'll come back in the playoffs and we're like, the Bulls are going to take it this year. We don't know.
Yeah. Well.
Maybe he is healthy. Maybe he wants to wait. I don't know. Well, I say good luck, Derrick Rose. Whatever you decide to do, that's what you just decide to do. You shouldn't feel any pressure. Right?
Right.
Thanks for listening to the John and Linetia Show.